A shout out right now for noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. So, is investing in silver today a good idea? Well, Colin Plume from our friends at noblegoldinvestment.com, they think so. On the national desk, he explained there have been huge sell-offs of silver because of the low price right now. Silver is the most useful industrial metal out there, and demand for it is soaring for electronics and electric cars and solar panel circuits and on and on and on. The Green New Deal is increasing the need for silver. As industries pick up after the pandemic supply chain issues, the trend now should reverse quickly and silver's prices should skyrocket. So don't miss this. Give the team at noblegoldinvestment.com a call. And that number is 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. If you set up a silver or gold IRA, $20,000 or more, they will send you this stunning 3 ounces of pure silver American Virtue coin. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous collector's item. It's 3 ounces of pure silver. It can be yours for free if you set up, and you do need to look at your 401k or your IRA, your rollover. You need to diversify. You know you do. The stock market most of you, your 401k in the last year has lost 30% of its value. Some of you worse than that. It's time for you to get in control of your own destiny. Put some of your money into silver. And when the price of silver goes up, instead of losing money, you'll be gaining and protecting your value. That's noblegoldinvestment.com.
The Bank of England expects the UK to fall into its longest ever recession. The Bank of England has warned that the United Kingdom is facing its longest recession since records began, as it raised interest rates by the most in 33 years. It warned that the UK would face a, quote, very challenging 2-year slump with unemployment nearly doubling by 2025. Bank boss Andrew Begley warned of a, quote, tough road ahead for UK households, but said it had to act forcefully now or things, quote, would be worse later on. It lifted interest rates to 3% from 2.25%, the biggest jump since 1989. By raising interest rates, the bank is trying to bring down soaring prices as the cost of living rises at its fastest rate in 40 years. Trump's Mar-A-Lago resort was swarmed by cops and Secret Service agents over a trespasser. Former U.S. President Donald Trump's Mar-A-Lago resort was swarmed by cops today to deal with a trespasser. Palm Beach police were scrambled to the former president's club and residence shortly after 8 a.m. as the scare unfolded. Officers said they were called to a complaint of a trespasser after a man refused to leave the property. The Secret Service is later said to have conducted an urgent sweep of the area. Palm Beach Police Department said in a statement, at around 8 a.m. local time, they received a complaint of a male refusing to leave the property. Quote, we responded, we issued a written warning for trespass, and the subject left the area. North Korea missile strikes escalate tensions amid fears of looming nuclear test. The White House warned on Tuesday that a nuclear weapons test could come, quote, at any time. Quote, it's difficult to predict with any degree of certainty what the triggering event might be for Kim Jong-un to conduct any number of provocations that he has in recent weeks or he might in future weeks, John Kirby, a spokesman for the National Security Council, told reporters. Quote, so I would say in general, our concern remains high and consistently about potential for a nuclear test. North and South Korea exchanged a barrage of indirect missile fire late Tuesday in one of the most significant acts of aggression by Pyongyang since the division of the peninsula in 1948. Kim Jong-un's North Korean forces fired at least 17 ballistic missiles and 100 artillery shells into the waterways east and west of South Korea, a record number in itself. One crossed the sea border between the two nations, the first time a missile has landed that far south since before the Korean War. Christian monastery possibly predating Islam found in the UAE. An ancient Christian monastery that possibly dates back as far as the years before Islam spread across the Arabian Peninsula has been discovered on an island off the coast of the United Arab Emirates, officials announced on Thursday. The monastery on Sinya Island, part of the sand dune of Al Quain, sheds new light on the history of early Christianity along the shores of the Persian Gulf. It marks the second such monastery found in the Emirates, dating back as many as 1,400 years, long before its desert expanse gave birth to a thriving oil industry that led a unified nation, home to high-rise towers of Abu Dhabi and Dubai. The two monasteries became lost to history in the sands of time as scholars believe Christians slowly converted to Islam as that faith grew more prevalent in the region. Today, Christians remain a minority across the wider Middle East, though Pope Francis was arriving in nearby Bahrain on Thursday to promote interfaith dialogue with Muslim leaders. Russia's invasion of Ukraine moves toward a war of drones as winter looms. Winter is coming, and Russian President Vladimir Putin's swift and severe response to an attack on his Black Sea fleet reflects a war that has increasingly been marked by a duel between long-range Russian missiles and Ukraine's innovative array of drones and truck bombs. Vladimir Putin on Monday made clear why he was suspending Russia's involvement in a deal that for 3 months had allowed much-needed Ukrainian grain to be shipped to global markets. He wants to secure the Russian Navy's ships after an attack by air and sea drones from Ukraine. On Wednesday, Russia's defense ministry said Moscow was rejoining the grain agreement after receiving assurances from Ukraine that the safe passage corridor it established won't be used for attacks. The episode speaks volumes about the dual nature of the war that's now been being fought as intensely behind the front lines as on them.